Hi there, this is Chris Kellett with MuseGrid.com, and we're going to take a look at the new MuseGrid updated full screen video background widget. So let's jump straight in and see how we can use it in version R8 of Muse. However, the same techniques are available for the older R7 version of Muse as well. So let's get started. So first off, I've opened a new Muse site, and I've opened up the page. The only thing I've made different with the page is I've set the page properties to a minimum height of 400. So that allows us to then view this site smaller, and then we can stretch the page when we preview in the browser. First off, let's install the widget. So we're going to go to our library item. Now remember, this is version R8 of Muse, so this is the new version. So if this looks a bit unfamiliar to you, if you haven't installed it, go ahead and update your Adobe Muse to version R8. I'm going to click on the little import widgets item here, and I've chosen the downloaded MuseGrid full screen widget. I'm going to click open, and there we go, that's installed. Now it's as easy as just clicking on the widget, dragging it onto the page. It comes in this default square size with the options here, and we can just leave it at that. We don't have to drag it to the size of the page, because once we preview the page it will automatically do that. So I'm just going to drop it in the corner here for neatness. Now if we take a look at the options, we have three files first that it's looking for: demo.mp4, demo.webm, and demo.png. So two video files and a graphics file. The graphics file is used as a billboard image, and we're going to also use that file as a background to the page, so that in older browsers the widget will degrade gracefully with just a background image. But we do need these MP4 and WebMs, and these are the two video formats that are supported across the board by most of the modern browsers. Now we've called them Demo 1 and Demo 2, Demo WebM and Demo MP4, but you could call them whatever you like. Just make sure that the name that you use here is the same name that you're using for the video file. So for this purpose we'll leave them as they are. We have the ability to loop the video, so if we want it to continuously loop, or we can switch that off and it'll just play once. We also have mute option, so if we have a video with audio and we want to switch the audio off, we can just have an ambient video with no audio. For this particular demo though, we've got a video with audio, so we'll switch that off. We don't want it muted. Then we have these overlay patterns. We have two patterns, dots and diagonals, and an opacity setting. Now the reason why we have this is sometimes when you have a lower or smaller file video, let's say we're running at 960 by 540 pixels for our video, when it stretches to a larger screen it may look pixelated, and by running this dots pattern over the top it will create a sharpening effect and distract the eye from seeing the pixelation. So that's why you might want to use those patterns. You don't have to have them, and you can switch them off, so we're going to just leave the default ones there. So with those settings all done, the next thing we're going to need to do is load up the video file. So I'm going to go File, Add Files for Upload. I'm going to browse to my full screen video, Files to Upload, select all the files and click Open. Now if we take a look in our Assets panel here, we can see that all those files are there, ready for upload. Next we're going to add the image to the background so that we can see a kind of preview of the video. So I'm going to click on Add Image here and choose the poster frame, and that loads up, and we're going to make sure that that's scale to fill. We'll put that in the center as well. So that gives us a kind of preview of what the video is going to look like, and will, as we've said before, allow this to run in older browsers with just the background image rather than the video. So now we have that, let's take a preview on this. So I'm going to hit preview here, and we can see that our video loads up nicely, and we have the audio playing, which is great. So next we're going to put some content on the top of this video so we can see how the video runs in the background. First off, I'm going to choose a fill for the page area color. I'm going to set the corners to 10 pixels round, and I'm going to change the opacity down to, that's about right, so that we can see the video through this the page fill. And I'm also going to put some content on the page. I've already pre-prepared a little piece of content here, so we're going to drag that onto the page, and set that up. Let's set it up, let's see, about here. That looks fine. Just so that we can see the video running in the background of the content. Now I'm going to hit File, Preview Page in the browser. And we can see our video playing there with our content on top. And as we resize the browser window, we can see that the video scales nicely with it. Now if we switch the muting options, let's switch that to muted. And let's preview that in the browser again. We can see now the video plays, but the sound is muted, so we have a more ambient sound to the video. So that's the video background widget. It's very simple to use. We hope you enjoy using it, and thanks for watching.